Hey guys, back with another one. So I wanted to go over all of what I heard on Blue Rock TV's interview with Jessica West. I want to also make it clear to you that Blue Rock TV did try to emphasize as much as he could, respectfully, about how important receipts are when you are making up allegations that, put out there into the universe to the community of the circus. Um, and honestly, I really see his standpoint on that and also emphasizing it all through this interview, how important receipts are because if we don't start furnishing on a daily basis receipts, this community is going to go to shambles. We already have people who report the information and they're not using receipts. And it could just get to a place where this can become a soap opera where it's just something that's the wow factor for the moment, not to be believable, just pure entertainment and no receipts involved. And we're always going to be left in the air whether or not these statements or whatever is being said about individuals are true or false. So I want to give a shout out to Blue Rock TV for this wonderful interview. He has done quite a few interviews on a few of the people in the circus. And I want you to hear some of what Jessica West said, aka Bonnie Lashay's manager. Also, I thought you guys would want to be, updated on the position of Wack 100 and Bonnie Lashay's relationship.
Is Wack going to be Bonnie's manager?
Yeah, that's low riding. Yeah, she wants to know if Wack is.
Yeah, I'm Bonnie's manager right now. Our contract that we have with each other, which I start all my clients out with, is like a year contract, We'll reconvene in a year to see how we're doing in our progress. And, my plan is to take her to the top and then let her do her thing, That's my dream for all my clients is to, get them in a really good place and have them be able to elevate their careers and take off. So no, Wack's not her manager, just a friend and like a
So a lot of people wanted to know that because we know that Wack 100 does not like Chrisean Rock, and we also know that Wack 100 is allegedly being accused of, he likes to put people against each other to suit his fancy. Now he doesn't like Chrisean Rock, so it's convenient for him to place Bonnie basically at the scene to stir up a ruckus and character assassinate Chrisean Rock because of the fact he does not like her. He has no smoke with Bonnie Lashay. So, we all wanted to know whether or not there was any truth to him being her manager or alleged manager or going to become her manager. Um, is she a seed that's planted there to character assassinate Chrisean Rock? We don't know. But Jessica West answered the question briefly, and that's all we really got from her.
So that's interesting. That's good to know. I don't know if maybe they were just wondering because you guys share a lot of journeys, like you said in the past, and perhaps share a lot of insights. So maybe they're wondering if there's gonna be a collaboration or if Rock not sorry, if Wack really wants to, like is he really like how involved is he?
A lot of people will be like, Wack hates Chrisean. He's going to do anything he wants to bring people in and kind of hurt Chrisean. I think Wack at the end of the day is like a businessman, and Blueface is his main client that brings in the most income around the board. So I think he's going to do what's in his client's best interest, right? At the end of the day. So, he's very transparent. He explained that to us and explained everything like that. That's the connection she was able to make when she was in the BGC house. So, it's just, we know that the BGC episodes are going to start being in syndication again with Rage Tronic Network, so stuff like that he'll call us and let us know about because, that's a big opportunity for the girls who were on the show that didn't get the clout as much as they wanted to because, as you remember, it was during the pandemic. So I think the show first aired on OnlyFans, if I'm correct, and a lot of the public didn't get to see necessarily the show. So, we get insights like that, tidbits, he helped her with the That's My Daddy song and stuff like that. So he's very busy, has a lot going on. He has his hands on a lot of stuff for sure, but he's been very supportive of her and wants to see her win for
By me hearing that come out of Jessica West's mouth, he speaks very highly of Wack 100. That scares me because, like I said again, Chrisean Rock and Wack do not get along. It does fit in alignment that he could possibly be using, in my opinion. They don't furnish receipts, so nobody can get mad at my opinion that I feel as though if he wanted to place Bonnie Lashay at the scene and come up with false allegations on Chrisean Rock Wack 100, he could do so. And a lot of it would be believable because it's about Chrisean Rock, not about Bonnie Lashay talking about Blueface in their relationship. But some of the things that she might say about Chrisean Rock could pass off as believable to the audience. So Wack 100 could place her there, you know, the love bombing, you're my home girl, you know what I'm saying? I got respect for you. You're not like Chrisean Rock. That type of um talk with Bonnie Lashay to smooth her over to have her out here starting the smear campaign on Chrisean Rock. And that's just my opinion.
Excited or eager that again, and I know a lot of people are probably excited or eager to hear what you have to say about the Blueface or circus members, right? So I kind of into that discussion, right? Thoughts on the members in the circus, and right now you guys we're leaving it free for Jessica on the floor to speak about.
So my opinions, I just want to start out by saying this. I have no skin in the game. I have no beef with anybody in the circus. I'm fans of everybody, you guys. I'm just like you. I have a job to do. Blue's smart to me. I love what he's been able to do. I love
Blueface is not doing anything different than any other man does that likes to have a lot of women present in his life, likes to cheat and deceive people and all sorts of things. I don't think that he planned this. It just happened to be this way and or turn out this way, and he's riding the wave on all of this circus mess that's going on that he created from the behaviors of what he does behind closed doors. He's no different than any other man. Only thing different is that he makes his living on social media, so he shares a lot of his personal life, things that people would rather keep behind closed doors. He shares that with the public, and he does it because he's not the one ultimately looking like a fool. In the end, it's the women that he is manipulating.
it's interesting. I think he's a very nice guy. I said that to everybody. He's always been very polite and respectful. Just the business strategies and the deals that he has made, I think he's been able to do something that a lot of people haven't got in and to do effortlessly, which is switching back and forth with women and being able to make money off of them and having different relationships and situations, having girls come together. I think he's very, I don't have anything bad to say about him, really. He's done a lot for Bonnie, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate him being there for her and, speaking like my cousin. So I have no issue with Blue. I stay out of Bonnie's relationships and business because at the end of the day, she's this is a grown adult. I have businesses, I have properties, I have stuff I have to take care of. So I don't judge, right? To each his own. That's the journey you have to walk. You have to wake up every day and be okay with yourself and be okay with, the consequences and whatever partner you choose. I just hope that the person she's around respects her and always helps her and speaks light into her. And, it's messy for sure. And all the things she knows that, and she very much knows what comes around with it. And so I think he's a good guy. I think he's very smart, and I think he's going to go far in this industry, even further than he's gone, for sure.
Awesome. Well, that's a good insight. I mean, a lot of people do probably would agree with you about Blueface being a marketing genius, right? One question that we have here from someone, and basically the question is, Wack said Blue only calls for people, so is Bonnie lying? So maybe you can provide some insight.
Bonnie and Blue talk. Like I kind of mentioned to you when we started this journey, and Wack and a few of the team members that I won't mention told us really bluntly that, they can help Bonnie in certain ways, but in certain ways they can't. And they were very clear. Bodie told us on the phone that you try to come out and say that you're not messing with Blue, we will deny you. We will say everything. We will go against you because that doesn't mean what we're trying to do. Like, Bonnie, you're messing up his money, right? You're doing stuff like that. So I think literally, we were just in a position. I think Bonnie was just in a position where she was just, sick of waiting around, and she wanted to get her career going and she wanted to get started. So I just think she made that executive decision to just, come out with it and do what she had to do and just.
So Jessica West says it out of her own mouth. You know, nobody can twist what she said. What a lot of people was already thinking, that, you know, maybe it's not a thing that what she's saying is the truth about her and Blueface. It's about business. She's trying to get to a bag. It's not even about Blueface. She probably doesn't even like Blueface. But sometimes we do what we need to do to get to where we need to get to. Now, do I agree with it? Absolutely not. Especially taking it as far as saying that she's pregnant with his baby, trying to get recognition from that, trying to get followings from that, trying to get it back from that. I think that that is not called for. Absolutely going too far with the narrative, running with it, especially being someone that never has receipts on anything. And you're basically character assassinating someone that does not need help being character assassinated. Speaking on Blueface himself, he's already painted in a bad light, that he is a manipulator to women. He does not respect women. He uses women and so forth. So, you know, Bonnie Lashay is pretty much trying to amp up her career. And if she's going to do it, she's going to do it through Blueface or anybody else, any means necessary to get to where she needs to get to.
Question that a viewer had, J Money the Hitman,
Okay.
has, they are wondering if Bonnie has ever visited Blueface in jail.
I think she has.
She has.
She thinks
She's
she
either
has.
visited him in jail or she's been down there to visit him and put money on his books or do something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
But she has.
Yeah, I do remember that. Okay, so that was two questions about Blueface there. If you want to go ahead, you can tell us about another circus member that you have an opinion on.
Okay, we'll start with Chrisean, I guess, next. It's only right. I like Chrisean. I think she's very talented. And, you know, when Bonnie speaks about her and talks about her come up in her trials and tribulations she went through, it's a lot of parallels and a lot of similarities to Bonnie's. I love how she's been able to break the mold, right? And to be successful. She has a good head on her shoulder and she just needs support too, I feel like. Like it's back to the support thing and having the right type of people to guide you and to help you, you know? So I think, you know, I think a lot of the stuff that she does is so warranted in Blueface. I wish she would be more to herself. Like I feel like if I was managing her,
I
I'd have her
agree.
performing at the Super Bowl, I'd have her in movies, I'd have her doing a lot of stuff. She's very marketable and she can go. It's disappointing for me to see a woman with that much potential to, you know, when the man goes to jail, like you're kind of quiet and kind of idle when, you know, you can really be setting you and your son's self up to never have to work again and making sure his kids don't have to work.
Now, I do agree with Jessica West on this point with Chrisean Rock. It's really sad that she waited for a man to go to jail to be not around anymore. It's very important, and this goes for anyone that's doing social media and getting a bag off social media. If you're not consistent on social media, the algorithm can start to turn against you. Your viewership can go down, and this is how you get to the bag. It's the numbers, the views, the following. And Chrisean Rock, as we all know, we've seen it. It happens to everyone, so we're not making it seem like it's just Chrisean Rock. It happens to me off and on all the time. You have to be consistent. You got to put out that content. And Chrisean Rock, she doesn't have to put any effort into putting out any wonderful content. She can just get up there and talk about how her day was. But she put her life on hold for Blueface, and these are going to be the consequences of her actions going forth listening to Blueface. That's why I'm saying Blueface, yeah, he's a mastermind in his own right, but he's definitely he didn't put this together and plan for it to happen like that. It fell into place like this, and he's now piggybacking off it. That's all I really feel as though he did. That was a genius, is that figured out this was working and he worked the set.
Take over and to be appreciative, humble, and work hard. So, you know, yeah, to answer your question, I think she's very talented, funny, and she has a great head on her shoulder. And I'm excited about her future, and I hope to see her in better lights for sure.
And thanks for saying that. I mean, you know, I think you did say some great things there. I think there were some things that some people would probably agree was a bit shady. Yeah, no, maybe so, right?
You said
but not so shady.
Oh, like what per se? What do you think?
Like maybe the part where, you know, so for example, you were basically saying things that you admire about Chrisean and the things that she's doing right now and the things that she would be good for. But at the same time, you kind of then said, but you think it's kind of disappointing that she would be idle. And, so then, spinning that narrative about her not doing anything, not doing more, when I think she was pretty explanatory in a way when she explain what she is doing and the project she is working on in the background, and the respect she is doing by staying a bit low, I guess, in the term that some would use. One thing that I find really interesting about this conversation in the dynamics of both, right, is that when we spoke about Bonnie and we spoke about the I guess the position or the time that they're at with Blueface, we kind of went with Bonnie equals being rogue at this time, right? Bonnie doing what she's doing to be rogue at this time, right? Rock doing what she's doing to be idle. But I mean, at the same time, we see or we hear of both of them doing things or doing great things, right? So I'm not
it's
too
no
sure.
shade when I say that necessarily. I don't follow Chrisean's stuff all the time. So the conversation you're talking about where she's explaining what she's doing, I didn't see that. It's more of hope and inspiration. It's more, girl, you got it and you could do it and you could do anything you put your mind to type. It's not shady at all. It's very much the girl has it and I know she has it and I'm pretty sure it's very hard to navigate. And I pray for her to have the right people in her corner and just to really go off in life. So I feel like it's not shade at all.
No, that's good. And that's why I clarify, right? Because sometimes when you say things, not you, but anybody, right? The internet's undefeated, right? So they're gonna find ways to be like, oh, well, that was shade, or this.
You're a Chrisean fan, so anytime anything goes in.
I'm gonna end it here, but I just want to say my final thoughts. I think that when it was asked about her feelings of Chrisean Rock, I don't think she said at that particular time anything shady. I just think, and I agree with her, and I don't think she got too in depth about it. Well, actually, she did. I think it was later on down the interview. But the algorithm is a beast, and even though Chrisean has stated what she's going to do, which is a wait for Blueface. That's good and dandy. But getting up here in interacting and engaging with her fans and her supporters is what she still needs to be doing in order to keep that algorithm keeping her relevant. So when she gets out, whatever she's trying to promote, whether it's Crazy in Love 3, or whatever Blueface and them are trying to sell as far as merch, anything they're trying to do in their careers, they have to keep that algorithm going so that people know that they're still out there and they're able to post and promote at the highest of their pinnacle. So, it's very important for her to still stay active as far as integrating with her supporters, staying up to date, speaking on a daily or every other day basis, to stay in that algorithm so it can help her grow while she's sitting waiting for Blueface to get out and whatever business endeavors that they have planned can work in their favor.